Okay. That's all up?
Yep.
All right. Hey, how are you guys doing? We just felt like we'd go over a few more things because many more distributors have joined on the team, and we want you guys to kind of all be able to be on the same page and ask questions here. So we figured we could spend some time doing this. Many of you are not able to make the Zoom calls that we offer. If you're interested in doing a Zoom call, we do those Tuesdays and Thursdays, and typically up to how many people?
We try and keep it small, about 5, because it's only about 40 minutes long.
Okay, yeah, they're about 40-minute Zoom calls, and we just go over more things with you because it just seems like there's endless things to learn about for this detox. Okay, so I went over this a little bit on Friday, but that was on the road. So I'm gonna have Jeff go over the 3 links, I guess, that you typically get. The initial link that they give you when you enroll to distribute is your username.mycoseva.com. And if you go on that, it looks very basic, right? There's no information here. We'll flip the screen so that Jeff can show you the two. Go ahead and flip that one.
Okay, so when you get your email, it's going to show these as your links right here. Now you can click on any of these links, and this is one Talia was mentioning before, the medicalfreedom.mycoseva.com, or sorry, that would be your username.mycoseva.com. Once you click on it, it's going to pull you up to your site right here. Okay, now what most people don't know is that there is another site that's set up that they don't send you, and this one you want to put in your username.COSEVA TRS.com, and it's going to come up to a site that looks like this. In my opinion, this one is much better.
Yeah,
I just like the layout. It looks way better. All the articles are posted here with information. To me, it looks cleaner, and it's a little bit easier to navigate.
Well, and the other one looks like there's no information. Like, go click back to the other one.
This is the first one, the one that they send out to everybody.
It's just like shop or become a distributor. And
where's your information at?
yeah, it doesn't tell people any information about the product. So a lot of you are likely struggling with that because, you're feeling like, well, I don't have enough information to give these people. So how are they going to be joining? So what we're recommending that you do is forget about that one.
This one
Forget
right here.
about this one that they initially give you. Use your username.cosevatrs.com so that you have more of just information. And then if they want to shop, they just would click the buttons up here. So there's an enroll button. So they'd click enroll. And then it takes them to, I'll go click it. And the enroll button should take them to this so that they can enroll in either auto ship, or they could do retail, or they can enroll to be a distributor. So
yeah, this one's nice. You have all your links up here, or if you just scroll down.
Or even the FAQs. Go to the FAQs here. Above.
Oops.
Okay, so look at this. And I feel like what's great about this is these are a lot of questions that you're going to get anyways. And instead of having to copy paste or send off stuff in your DMs, you would just send them here. How is advanced TRS different from other forms of liquid zeolite on the market? This explains it perfectly. How long does it stay in the body? Advanced TRS stays in the body for 6 hours. It's recommended that you take it morning and night.
This one's a huge one right here. How does advanced TRS not absorb essential nutrients from the body? That one you have a lot of people asking about lately.
There you go.
Is it safe for children? I mean, there's plenty on here.
This is a very popular question too. Could it cause mercury fillings, dental work, or artificial joints to leach into the body? And this explains that no, it cannot do that. So in other words, apologies for those who didn't realize, who are distributing and didn't realize that this site exists for you to use, because the other one just gives you nothing. And what's nice about this is that you can, you're able to send it off and give them like, that's typically what I say. I just say, hey, here is a link with a lot of FAQs are on there, and please read through that. If you have any additional questions, then let us know, because many of you are struggling with the same question constantly, and this has everything on it. So please take your username .cosevatrs.com and
just use that one.
Use that one. The other ones, people are going to look at and be like, I still don't know what this is. I still don't know what I'm ordering. So, but yes, definitely the mercury fillings one. I know that that's just such a popular question. Let's see, there's a few other things that we wanted to go over. For many of you who have yet to see Dr. Tracy Holford, he did a video on YouTube. It's Dr. Tracy Holford Advanced TRS Detox Spray and Nano Zeolite. There are, without getting into the drama of it, there was a distributor with the company who had created fraudulent accounts, who now is working with another zeolite company, and he's bad-mouthing TRS. And anyway, so Dr. Holford had to squash a lot of those rumors. So this is a good video to take a look at when you get the chance. It's about 9 minutes long. I had posted on it yesterday as well, and I can do a repost on the video after we do this live. I'm going to this is what he had stated verbatim. A zeolite, it is volcanic ash of volcanic origin, natural mineral that's been around forever. They've taken the zeolite from the field, which they cannot control, and then they control it. They know the purity, size, and shape of the product. Zeolite is a negatively charged mineral, and that is it. They pump into a positively charged toxin. They release magnesium, it takes in the positively charged toxin and excretes it through your kidneys. There's nothing more to it. There's nothing less. It doesn't grow hair. It doesn't create nirvana. These are his words, okay? But when it's used daily, it will clean your body of all the toxins. It will do this safely, efficiently, and without any harm to your body. It is a true passive chelation agent. Any heavy metal that is positively charged, this will remove it, okay? It is that simple. He says they start off with a high purity manufactured zeolite, and then they nanosize that directly. And the best analogy that he had for this, which I love, and I was like, okay, that makes so much sense. He said that diamonds that are natural versus diamonds that are synthetic and manufactured. The only way that you can tell the difference is that the naturally formed diamonds have impurities and the manufactured ones do not. That is the case of the manufactured zeolite. It's exactly the same chemical formula, exactly the same effect, just no impurities to start with. So please take some time to check out his video. He really gets into that and how he doesn't support the other companies. This is the only company that he recommends when it comes to zeolite and for detoxing. So yeah, hopefully you guys get to take the time to look through that. What else do we want to go over with the groups? We have a site on Facebook, and it looks like this. Let me see here. I'll flip the screen. It is a closed group. It's Safe Heavy Metal Detox, TRS, and the head picture looks like this for now. And this is a site where a lot of information is as well. This is where a lot of testimonials are. If you want to join in, we keep it private just so that, just so we kind of don't get like trolled too, but it's private so that if people are sharing images and things going on, it just makes them feel a little bit more comfortable. So if you put in a request, just answer those 2 questions that are on there. They're very simple questions. I have some waiting to be approved, but they didn't even bother answering simple questions. So for me, it's like
So they're on hold right now until those questions get answered. You know, it's...
Yes, exactly. So there we go. What else do we have to go over really quick? Oh, the customizable PDF. If you are still waiting on that, please email ireadinserts@gmail.com. Please make it very specific in the subject line, because I get asked for a lot of other random things. I owe some of you documentaries and links, but sometimes I'll get an email on that and it'll just say, hey, send me everything you got. And I'm like, what do you need? You have to be specific. You have to say customizable PDF for COSEVA or for TRS, and I'll know what you mean. To let us know that you're within the downline, just let us know like the date that you enrolled and then your username, then so that it's easy to find you. But for instance, here is the PDF. So this is what the emails are going to look like. This is what I typically send off. It's a welcome guide. So when somebody places an order, they get a welcome guide that looks like this. See, it's got like my link on it, some pictures, table of contents, right? It's got like a little story here too. You can put in your own pictures if you want. It's got our YouTube links. And this just explains so much. It really just takes all the work out of what you have to do. If there's any part of it that you're just like, oh, I don't really like that part, or I don't want the people that I'm sending this to have to read through that, then you can change that on your own. Because I will send you this, which is the Word doc, okay? And with this one, it's the welcome guide as well, but this is the one that you would customize. You'd put in your own name, your contact, and your website. You could adjust the table of contents as you see fit. Before sending this off, please save it as a PDF. So the person that's receiving it can't also just make adjustments and delete things. You want them to just be, especially if they're just purchasing retail. This is a big one because it's asked all the time. You get the people that hear this and then they freak out. So this explains all of it, and that the aluminum that people are thinking about with the vaccines, it is not the same thing. And you don't want to be the one to have to sift through and explain this one-on-one with every single person. You need people to care about their own health and take it upon themselves to do a little bit of reading. And this kind of answers everything. So there's a section on here too. I know that many of you who are Christian were Christian as well. You know of people that seem to take issue with the entire third eye thing. Adam was amazing in putting a lot of this together. I would just edit through that if I were you, okay? Because a lot of times Christians will hear the third eye thing and then they will think immediately like that's evil, like we're not supposed to do it. I mean, the science of it though, forget the third eye thing. Just get rid of that word.
It's a nickname for the pineal gland. It's a nickname.
You have your pineal gland. Just explain this to them because it is mostly just very religious people that are like, oh my gosh, they're just immediately turned off by that. Just explain it to them that you were put on this earth with what's called a pineal gland that is actually here, like back here somewhere towards the middle. And when heavy metals get to it, it becomes calcified and it does mess with clarity, and it does mess with your
sleep cycle
with a lot. So when you have that removed, you just naturally feel better. And unless these Christians are the type that don't bother even taking a Tylenol or taking anything at all to help themselves feel better, I don't know how to move forward with that. So that's when you're just kind of like, oh yeah, it just gives you extra clarity. It's not going to make you see things, and unless you are like willfully inviting that into your life. And also don't feel like you have to take this, please. There's that too. So
it's generally people that aren't informed, or that they have no idea, so they're gonna jump to their natural conclusion and make their own assumptions. So once they learn a little bit more and have more information on what it actually is and what it actually does, then it makes more sense,
Yes. When people are asking about all the different toxins that can be removed as well, on the website it does state the bulk of them, from lead, arsenic, mercury, barium, cadmium, uranium, aluminum, cesium, mycotoxins, aflatoxins from things like yeast and mold. And this is a really big one because it's in so much of our food options right now. Pesticides and herbicides, like from Roundup, it can help remove. So that's a big deal to be able to tell people.
The big one that just recently happened, that it was said to be able to remove as well. Glyphosate.
Yes, that's the glyphosate.
Glyphosate,
the one that's
yeah.
in the, that's
Well,
the
it's
one in the
specifically mentioning glyphosate, yeah.
Roundup. Yeah, along with it helps with radiation too. So if you're dealing with that, so there's P.S. Don't say helps. Don't say helps, treats, or cures. OMG.
Makes better.
And all right, another big question that people get is, how long do I have to take this? And you're gonna get that from everyone if you haven't already heard that question. It's gonna vary. And you just have to say, I mean, maybe write it out in a just separate paragraph and then put it in your notes, copy and paste it. You know, you could share your own personal journey with it. Just say, look, because we're constantly combating heavy metals from the air, food, and water, right? Like, which is out of our control. Everyone is going to have different levels of metal toxicity, and the company recommends that you give yourself at least 3 to 6 months. You might have some people that are so in a rush. They're the kind that are likely looking through social media and they are in a rush for a cure and a rush for treatment, and without even realizing that it took their bodies how many years to accrue all of the toxicity that they're expecting to see results overnight. If you're dealing with somebody that needs to see results overnight, you can let them know that the company does have a 30-day money back. So they could literally be taking the max sprays that they need per day. And if by day 20 something, they're like, I really haven't noticed one thing, please get your money back. It's okay. But what's sad is that for somebody like me, Jeff's was pretty quick when he noticed anything. For me in the beginning, I was like, yeah, okay, I feel that clarity thing. Like, I feel like I'm more energized. But it took me 4 months to start passing parasites. So had I just quit after 3 weeks and said I just couldn't really tell and nothing came out, I wouldn't have been able to see what ended up coming out of me 4 months in. But we're all different, yet once again. So the best deal for something like that, if you have somebody that's like, okay, I'm going to give it a go and I'm definitely going to try it for at least 3 months, is the 3-pack for $150, because each bottle then comes out to $50. Somebody jumped it.
Find a buddy or two and split it up with them if that makes it easier as well.
Yeah. Yes, the parasite thing, there's a highlight on parasites, so you can see that those kind of things do come out. It's very common, and they kind of come from everywhere. Parasites coat themselves in heavy metals. So another thing too, if somebody wants to enroll and get the discount, this is what I let them know. If you want the cheaper price, you can either enroll to distribute. There's no enrollment fee, and there's no requirement to sell, which people love when they hear that. Or if you don't want to bother with that, like you don't want to have to give your social security number, because guys, that's with everything. Any business, anything online that you see where people need, where people are enrolling to possibly make money if they sell a product, that company is going to, by this country's laws, need your social tax information because of tax purposes. So if you don't want to do that, then you can sign up for auto ship. If you're going, I don't want to sign up for anything that is has a monthly fee, I don't want to deal with that. Look, if you're 3 weeks in and you still have enough product, because let's say you started really slow, that's what I did. I started 1 spray, 2 sprays, and I worked myself up. I still had, my first bottle lasted me close to 2 months. I just called them and let them know, hey, I still have some and I don't want you to charge me, and then they didn't charge me. So
They push it back. Yeah.
they'll push it back for you. And then you don't get dinged. There's no like, well, you lose the discount, nothing like that. So that's also a good option for people, right? Or if you're like, well, let me just order the 3-pack once with a discount and then wait a couple weeks and cancel or postpone until you're ready for more. It's really nice that the company does that, because it really brings that bottle price down. I mean, from $95 for one bottle, which I didn't even want to pay. I didn't. That's when I enrolled to distribute.
Down to 60.
It goes down to $68 for one bottle, or $150 for 3 bottles, plus $8 in shipping if you live in America. So you're getting it for so much cheaper. And people are they're trying to go look on Amazon for a cheaper price, and you're not going to see it cheaper than $50. I mean, and if you're getting it on Amazon, you're now going to have to deal with Amazon if you have issues with that, because the company, if it doesn't come directly from their lab, i.e. a distributor link, they're not going to deal with that return. They're not going to deal with what happened with that product because they weren't able to quality control it. So you want the best quality straight from the lab, order it from a link.
Another big one too was about the bottles. They are BPA free. They're medical grade.
Yes.
So they're not leaching anything at this point at all.
Yeah, I love that you mentioned that, because, Dr. Holdford explained the whole, they were trying to do the glass bottles, and that doesn't mean that they've made up their mind and they just absolutely won't. But you're gonna find dirty issues with everything, plastic or glass, because there's a lot of glass too. People are just assuming that because it's in glass
that it doesn't leach
that
out.
it's not going to leach out into, there's products that are in glass that do the same thing. So he works day in and day out with this product, and he has, as of right now, come to the conclusion that the best way to package this product is in the medical grade plastic bottles, okay, that are coming from his lab. Which I signed up with you guys over the weekend. I know you said we need to contact you. Depends on, what do you need, Meg? Is it because you need the PDFs or that you need customizable information? Yeah, all you would need to do if you email me at ireadinserts@gmail.com, or Jeff, because he handles that too, is just let us know your username and the date you signed up, and then let us know what it is that you need. Oh, hey, Nicole's on here. I need to figure out how to get people to sign up under me. I suck at this business stuff. The beauty of this is your options are kind of endless, right? As long as you're not using words that the FDA doesn't want you to use. I've already reached out to local chiropractors, and that was really easy because they don't need to necessarily make up their mind on the spot. They typically, if you're running a business, want to try it first. So they place an order first, but it's directly under you. And then when they want more product, they might start with 2-3 packs. And then they have now 6 bottles in their shop, and then it's something that they could talk about and promote slowly in that way. Or they just give off their link to their clients. So midwives would be a good one. Anybody that does kind of holistic type, services would be a really good one. You can all start your own Facebook groups. You can start your own private forums where people can come to you and it can all be in the one thing. This wasn't exactly I don't know. It didn't exactly happen overnight. I waited way too long. I waited way too long to start talking about this, and I wasn't even giving off my link in the beginning because I just was so, you guys know, I was so turned off by MLMs. This is the first thing I've ever signed up for, until I realized the bulk of my sales, 75% of the sales with this company, they're direct. They're retail. And the pay structure, I guess, is a little bit MLM-ish, but you guys, I didn't even look at how the payout thing looked like for like the first 4 to 6 weeks. I was just like, whatever. If money comes, then money comes. I wasn't going to make it like a full-time thing. It's slowly turned into feeling like a full-time thing, though. But
we have our diplomas and doctorates in TRS now.
This and me, the chairman's son. I love MLMs. Well, you know what? I'm growing to very much understand and appreciate.
MLMs with good products. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because MLMs have this negative association with, people just trying to get money for products that don't necessarily do anything. When you have a good product, it shouldn't matter if it's MLM, direct sales, or whatever. It's helping people. So it doesn't matter at that point, just get it out.
It's just unfortunate at this point because of, it's a good thing and a bad thing, but with the way technology is going, if you were to come up with a product tomorrow, would you realistically, prefer to go out, rent a space, lease a space, prep it in that way? Like how many thousands of dollars are you going to be negative on? Or would you rather just concentrate on developing the product, and then if you find other people that you don't have to pay hourly, so now I'm just understanding more why all of these companies are going in this direction.
Your advertisement is minimal too. You don't have to pay some celebrity to endorse it. You don't have to take out TV ads, which are extremely expensive, or radio ads. So you save on all this money, which is why they're able to pay more in the MLM structure as well.
Yeah, and I think that it just now, I get it. I get it. I didn't get it at first. I'd get really frustrated. Oh my gosh, why does every product, I just want to order the product. I just want to order the product. I don't want to have to enroll. I don't want to have to sign up. I don't want to put an email, username. What is this? I would get so irritated. You guys, I swear, I'd get so irritated. So I completely understand that frustration that probably a lot of you felt, and that a lot of maybe your friends and family feel too. Why can't I just buy this? But this is not the direction anymore, where a lot of these companies are going. They're no longer doing things of the past with a brick and mortar style. This is the new thing. And for them, they don't have much overhead. And it's if I developed a product, literally, let's just make up whatever. Let's say that the breast milk lotion that I make for my kids, let's just say that I wanted to start bottling that up. I'm not going to take the time to go and pay for ads and go and pay for a store. And no, I'd be so confident in hey, if you guys like this product, and here's a link, and if you sell one, I'll give you a kickback. That's literally what it is. It's here, just get a kickback. And so I just don't hate on it as much anymore. And there's just way too many people that have made an entire livelihood out of this. So, but I get it. Just saying, I get it.
And I wanted to, oh, good.
Oh, sorry. I was going to end with, I also have never, not once, had to cold call or cold message anybody on social media hey, I read your status recently and it sounds like you'd be really into detoxing. I've never had to do that once, which I was freaking out about at first, going, how would somebody make money off of this? Am I going to have to message people? And you just don't. If you have been taking this product and you have seen gains and you have seen progress in it, the number one thing I can recommend from personal experience is putting your testimonial out there on how the product helped you. Utilize YouTube. You guys realize that there's only a handful of videos right now on YouTube on TRS. That literally it's we just kind of came in at the right time. I had no idea. I was just irritated because I was searching on this information back from when we started, October through, I was taking it through February, and I was like, look at this. There's 3 of the same video on YouTube. And I was like, I'm going to make a video on how I'm doing, and I'm just going to post it. And the first video I posted, I didn't even put my link. It was somebody else's link that I was my upline's link because I didn't want to use my link. But I was like, people need to know about this. And within a week, there were 1,000 views. And then I eventually changed my link because the upline was like, hey, you're sending money over to me and I don't want you to, And it's a 5-minute video, you guys, that I've had on YouTube, and now my link is on there, and you'll just get like randoms from like all over the world that will be making purchases. So if it's something that you have not yet done, do it. Like, do it. There's literally room for so much more. People should be seeing a bunch of, even if it's a 5-minute video, you guys, 5 minutes. Jeff did like a 4-minute one.
Can I suck at videos?
And he didn't even want to do it. So it's with everything. I know so many of you that have had like great like Nicole, just you alone, just the fact, Nicole, that you don't have your allergies anymore, that you were living on all of that allergy medication. You literally, what did you tell me? You're like every day you had to take it. And then suddenly you were just not taking it. I mean, to share a testimony like that on YouTube, tag it, allergies, detox, you know, like I can't even imagine the kind of views that that's going to get. And you could do the upload from your iPhone.
And I have to say, when you're talking about your own personal experience, it's a lot easier to talk about it versus trying to talk about something else or somebody else, because it's you, it's your own words, because you know what you went through. I feel like it's easier when you're talking about yourself.
Yes. So instead of going and saying, how do I do a video on TRS on YouTube, and then having to talk and explain the product and get into the science of it and being like, I feel like an idiot because I'm not a scientist, or, you know, or I'm not a chemist and I'm just talking and it sounds like I'm crazy. Just share how it's
Helped you.
Can I say, we can't say it. Can you say help?
How it made you better.
Just
how
share.
Made you not feel as bad as you previously did.
Share the symptoms that you or your child had that go under the heavy metal toxicity category, and then share the duration, what you did, how things changed, and what you noticed. And that's it. You know, can you say improved? I don't know. Probably. Probably say improved.
For now.
But I just feel like there should be so many more videos out there. And what's crazy is I think that video at this point, so after the first like week, there was 1,000 views. And then after, let's see, let's just go on YouTube together right now, you guys. YouTube, COSEVA TRS. And what pops up? My video is the first to pop up, and and I look like a crazy.
She's a good-looking crazy, so I think that might.
Wait, this is the one that this wasn't even my main one. It's just the one that I did live on. This is the first one to pop up. I should really change.
That face says passion to me. That face is excited about this product because of what it's done.
But you know, it's like my video on YouTube. Then Adam has a video, and then we have like a little FAQ thing that we did. Then this girl's on here. You know, it's like these are the videos, and then that's it. Next thing you know, that's it. And this was just for COSEVA TRS. Let's just try to look up TRS heavy metal detox. Okay. Oh, there we go. Look at this one. Was the first one I put out, and it's not even. It's on like my family YouTube. It's not even on my main. 8,000 views. Okay. Like, I know that that's not a lot, but that was definitely 8,000 people that sat through a 5-minute video on like what this detox is, what it does. And guys, I don't even have gains like some of you have gains. Like, I passed parasites, and then I was like, and I felt better and I had energy. Like, it wasn't that impressive. Some of you have had children who are like speaking again. Some of you have had kids who are making eye contact. Like,
they're walking.
I'm shocked that my video, I hope after this that within a month, my videos go all the way to the bottom, because the best testimonials that I've heard aren't even on YouTube. They're not even out there for people to hear. And it's really unfortunate, you know, especially now that you've had so many other detox zeolite type companies come out, and their best upsell is to talk bad about TRS when they haven't even, you know, like that. TRS. They can't even say great things about their own product. They have to badmouth this company. So it's like, you have kind of endless possibilities right now. And forget just YouTube. Your video should be up on Instagram. You could put the same 5-minute video on YouTube as you put on your IGTV. I didn't even do that. I haven't even put mine on IGTV. you know, and then just like let it go from there. The beauty of that one too is that if this is something like for Jeff and I, we decided because it's been our favorite detox and it's expensive and we don't want to have to spend money on it. We just decided that like even after we're done with the whole 3 sprays a day, 5 sprays a day, we're gonna just do maintenance. We're gonna maintain and like 1 or 2 sprays a week because 1 spray goes a long way. Adam has a video on YouTube with at least 10,000 views explaining, and you guys should watch it. Surface area. It's like 2 parts per billion, the surface area, how it covers 2 Olympic-sized swimming pools. He does such a great job with his analogy on that. You should do the same video. And Adam, he's like, take whatever I say and just do it and use it on your own. He doesn't care. He doesn't care if you take literally his words, but just as long as it applies to you and what you're talking about, and you don't even have to credit him. He's just like, here's all this information. That's why we also give out those customizable PDFs. Please remove our link and put your link in there. Get rid of our link and our faces and put your own.
Or you could even Photoshop your face on our body.
You can do that. That's fine.
It's customizable, so make it the way you see fit
Yes.
that will represent yourself.
Yes, it just need more stories out there, just more testimonials, and I think it'll just make a huge difference in your, you know, in your product, because then you don't feel like you're forcing it on anyone. You're not going to feel like you're pushy and sounding like a pushy salesperson. I have never once, my friends who've purchased from me, they ended up DMing me even a month or 2 later. Hey, you know, this stuff that you're talking about like just sounds so interesting. And even then I'm going, yeah, it's great. Here's a link. There's a lot of FAQs, you know, and that's it. I don't even go above and beyond that. Just if it's something you want to try. And if you don't want to try it, don't try it.
I also wanted to say if you're, let's say you're more personable, you'd rather talk to people in person, you're better face-to-face, another business way to approach it would be to maybe do a job fair or go to your farmer's market and meet people there and talk to them that way.
Yeah.
A lot of people are great face-to-face, you know, not so many people or not everybody can do it on a computer or YouTube. Maybe they don't feel comfortable enough. I mean, I would think that if you're personable, you could do it on YouTube, but you know, we're all wired differently, so.
Well, it's scary. I think it's scarier to do like a booth in person, but I know in Vegas there's literally 5 times a week there's job fairs. Do you know what it costs to get a booth at a job fair? $50. $50. And then Adam and through TRS Business Builders, and if you follow these groups online and you're asking your upline, we can give you like PDFs to where you can print out your own brochures, and you could print out like a banner and just put it on there. And it's like, even if that person is coming and looking for a job, it's like, hey buddy, here's a great detox. How about just like a side hustle? And you have a link to something that costs you nothing to start, you know? So that's also another idea. That's why I like doing the Zoom calls too, because we could bounce off of each other and get a bunch of ideas going. So the job fair is really, you know what? Forget the job fair, the farmer's market. Go to the farmer's market because it's a natural product. It's a mineral in a bottle. It's zeolite. And then you go, bring a laptop, have like a educational slideshow going, and then just talk about the product. And that's it. And then you don't have to have a bunch of bottles with you. If you have the access there, just let them sign up on your laptop and enroll. And then okay, great. Your product should get to you within 2 to 3 business days. You know? Well, yeah, I think with farmers markets, you have to apply for the space for sure. You can't just like sit in there and just, or find another vendor, a vendor who has already paid for the space and is willing to share half the booth with you. Doing the wedding photography thing, there's all kinds of ways that we've had to like creatively go around not having to pay full price.
Think outside the box.
There's no judgment, but that's a great one. People can enroll through your phone. They can just enroll this way.
And who doesn't have a phone nowadays?
And just say, if they're like, well, I'd rather get the bottle today, just be like, you know what? I'd feel more comfortable if you just purchase the bottle this way, because then at least for this, within 2 to 3 days, it's going to get to you and it's going to come directly from their lab.
So if there's any problems, you can contact corporate, or you can have, if there's any issues, you know, they can take care of it for you.
Exactly. So, anyway, just a lot of other ways to, but honestly, if you're trying to promote a product and you haven't even used it, I just, from me personally, when I see that, it's like a little bit of a turnoff.
It's hard.
So, which brings me to say, the bulk of you have been using this product. And if you are trying to promote this product and you have yet to do a video on it or a post on it, you're doing yourself a really huge disservice.
Jinx.
You just knew what I was gonna say. So that's it. We should wrap this up because we gotta head out. Are there any other questions that maybe whoever's been sitting here watching was not able to?
And just throwing it back out there, if you need that PDF, please email ireadinserts@gmail.com, and in the subject line, please be specific as far as what you need.
Yes. Only country that there's issues so far shipping to is Spain.
Yep.
It has to do with their customs and their, you know, whatever their laws are for whatever reason. But every other country it can ship to, and I just always let them know. Like, for instance, for the Philippines, it was about $26 in shipping, and it got there in 8 days, but it was at a holding center because that's the way their country operates, and it took that person 2 weeks to go and pick it up from the holding center, but they got it from America to the Philippines within 8 days, and it was about $26 in shipping. It's going to be a little bit different if it's a different country, but the shipping cost doesn't go up by much at all when it's 1 bottle versus 3 bottles. So if you're going to be ordering something and you live in Australia or Germany, or I mean, it just really does make more sense to get the 3-pack.
Bulk it up.
Find family members or friends that want to split it with you. You know, hey, I'll pay for it. I'll advance it and put it on my card. You guys want to each pitch in $50, $55, you know, so that we can each try this detox. Like, people can do that too. If they're saying, I don't want to pay $95. I don't want to pay $68, and then $68 plus shipping. I'm gonna paying like $76 or close to $80. That's still a lot of money. Okay, I guarantee you, there's so many other people out there that would rather only spend $50 also, and just you gotta like reach out. Look at hey, what do you guys think of this detox? Throw it in a big group chat. You know, are 2 of you willing to do this with me? Because I'd love to get started on this and like just do it that way. Finally, if you have not received information on the 3 and free, you're really missing out. If you're a distributor and you want to just be able to avail of free bottles, there is a section in your back office. I'll pull it up. Do you need to grab them? So we're still okay on time? No. Okay. He's like, no. So on your back office, there is this section here. It is called 3 and free eligibility. Okay, so you go here. You click on your 3 and free. Oh, wait, it's making me sign in again. Okay, click on 3 and free eligibility. And in order to be eligible for this one, you have to be enrolled in auto ship. So if you are a distributor and you're inactive, and you start getting active, like meaning you've had 1 or 2 sales, then go under this and reset up your auto ship. Just say, yeah, I want to do auto ship again. And that's how you qualify. Okay, so this is where it's going to tell you if you're eligible for it. The cool thing with the 3 and free program is that all you have to do is sell 3 3-packs, and you get a free 3-pack. So that's not hard to do at all. If you can get 3 separate orders of 3-packs, meaning to say if you get 9 bottles, right, you're eligible to get 3 free bottles for yourself. And the max that the company will give you is 10 free bottles. So you can get up to 10 free bottles a month. And that's incredible. And if you are married and your spouse wants to do this too, you can both enroll and you can get for your household 20 free bottles a month. We haven't gotten to that yet, but I was like, oh, that's interesting that people do that. So it's worth it, because that means that all your bottles are pretty much free and good. And if you get 3 free bottles a month, you can give them away if you want. We give away half our bottles. We do a giveaway typically. We're going to do another giveaway within a week for 2 free bottles. And that's always great. If you're giving away, you can even give away 1, or literally the rest go to like family members or some friends that are experiencing certain kind of injuries and just ailments, and I just ship it to them. I take care of it and just send it off. You can do stuff like that, or you could be one of those Amazon distributors on the side, create an Amazon account, which many people do. Create an Amazon account on the side and just say limit 8, like you only have 8 bottles, and you sell them for whatever you want to sell them for. Just obviously don't go ridiculous. I've seen some Amazon distributors that are like $90, $99. And then I'm like, why are people buying at $99 when they could literally just buy from the site? But you can do that. And the company doesn't care if you do that. Okay? They are like, whatever. So it's just extra ways to make money. Even if you got 10 free bottles a month of these, of TRS, and you sold them for $50 a pop, what is that? That's an extra $500 in your pocket. For what? For selling 3 3-packs. Right? 3 3-packs. 3 3-packs. 9 3-packs can get you...
3 3-packs.
No, 9 3-packs can get you 9 bottles. That's great. And then just like do it again, and then it's like an extra bottle. He put the cap at 10, which is nice because the owner initially wanted to get rid of that program because he's like, this is going to cost me money. Like, this is a lot of bottles to be giving away for free. And Adam had to like really, really talk him into keeping that promotion, because he's like, people love this and it's going to keep people interested and wanting to continue to, so take advantage of that for sure. The other things that came in, anything else? Help with my dog with allergies. Like, that's a big one. If choose healthy, if you're a distributor, I mean, what is a 2-minute video? And first of all, animal videos on YouTube get like 1 million hits. You don't even have you just put a picture of your dog, right? Especially if it's a cute dog. And then like a 2-minute thing. How many dogs are going through all kinds of issues nowadays? And allergies for sure. It's just like dog allergies. It's so weird. What was the address for the legit looking? You take your username,
whatever it may be,
.COSEVATRS.com.
Yep.
And that nicer website will pop up.
Use that one.
Yes.
Use that one.
So let me just type it into here. So it's username. So it's like for us, we have medical. So we would put in medical freedom. medicalfreedom.cosevatrs.com. Right? Yes.
Yeah.
And then that posts up your site.
Oh, another thing too that just popped up, somebody's talking about their customer service. So recently they have been extremely busy.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And so if you're calling or you email, it's taking a little bit of time to either get through or for them to get back to you. They have hired on a lot of people, and they're continuing to hire on so they can keep their customer service up to par. But right now, I generally like to call. I like to talk to somebody right away.
Yeah.
It took me a few tries before I was able to get to somebody. So please don't be upset about that. That is technically, it's a good and bad thing. Bad because you can't get your response right away, but it's good because, it's reaching all these people and helping all these people right now. And, it's a lot of work's coming in. So
yeah, and they are working to fix that. We've been kind of letting them know that, hey, we're having people that are having issues getting a hold of you guys. And, I felt like when I first started calling them a lot, that was February and March. And I was literally on the phone with Julia, and I felt like I was calling him once or twice a day. And I was like, man, their customer service is just incredible. But what happened is they just got so swamped and so busy. So which is a good thing. They were not, it's like, not so much that it happened overnight, but they just were not anticipating this kind of growth. And so they are hiring. If you're in Salt Lake, in Utah, and you need a job, I mean, no guarantees and all, but it's a great company, and or if you have friends that are out that way, they're seriously trying to get many more people on the phones to help with.
It's a growing company, good time to be with them.
Because I don't, especially if it's a question that has something to do with like a medical question, or hey, I'm taking this kind of medication, or obviously it's like, well, you should speak to your physician first. That's the safe thing. But if I feel like I don't want to answer this person because I don't want to get in trouble, by giving them the wrong advice or saying like, hey, yeah, sure, it's safe, take it. I tell them, hey, who has all of the testimonials pretty much that come in, and who's heard of that, who's likely heard of that condition or what you're going through? The guys at COSEVA. And I go, call them, 844-4-COSEVA. I do that like all day. And they were really great up until recently because they got so busy. But they still will call. If you've left voicemails, or if you left an email and you haven't heard back from them and it's been days, it likely had something to do with your question. There have been some people, for instance, this question gets asked all the time. Women who are pregnant and nursing,
breastfeeding, yeah.
They're like, I need to know this is safe. I need to see the proof, and it's like, okay, we can send you information on zeolites and how once it traps the metal, it's not going to just disperse into your system again. It has to come out through, you have to be able to like poop it out or pee it out. And at that point, if it's too much, if they're coming at you in a way that's like way too, it's like, you know what? If you are pregnant right now, it sounds like you're really, really uncomfortable with it. And if you're uncomfortable with something while you're pregnant, please don't take it. Don't take it. I tell people I didn't want to take a detox while pregnant. And I didn't. I just didn't want to go through detox symptoms and be pregnant too. But so many women seem to not care and want to detox while pregnant. So the best thing you can say to them is, here is a link with a bunch of FAQs, and you can make an informed decision.
The best informed decision for you and your
for yourself and your family.
And your baby.
And that's it. Okay?
And then
and then it's like, okay, yeah, if you don't want it, don't take it. It's okay.
It's not mandated. You still have a choice. You can choose if you want to take it or not.
So, yeah, I know you guys are. And I guess that's it. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of other questions, but I'm not really. Did you see anything else pop? Oh, can people we set up as distributors join the Zoom calls? Sure. Or you can have your own if you want to do your own Zoom calls. Zoom calls are up to 40 minutes, and you can totally set those up on your own. If they've got questions, but you know what? Half the time, their question is easily answered if they just read
the FAQ
FAQ section, yes. And then the other half of the time, it's easier answered if you just direct them to corporate. Because you don't want to get also in trouble with that. Like, some people also read responses the wrong way. You'll literally be responding with just like a normal message, and they'll take it in the wrong way.
They add a tone in there.
And they might also be detoxing, and in week 2 or 3 where like the liver's really kicking in and anger's coming out, and they're going through an emotional detox. And I'm just like, I don't want to deal with people who are going through an emotional detox, because that is real. It is real, right? A lot of you have sensed that, especially when they started off with like, I don't know what's happening. Like, my mind is all over the place and I'm feeling like so angry. Can you answer a question? And I'm like, no. No, I can't. But you know who can? 844-4-COSEVA. And that's it. So, yes. How about if you're enrolled under us, you can go ahead and join a a Zoom call if you're able to, Tuesdays or Thursdays. We don't have any room for tomorrow. I think we'd still have like a couple more spaces for Thursday's Zoom call, and that's going to be between 1 to 2. We'll do it's a between 1 to 2. 444. Is there something with 444, Nicole? Is there something I need to know?
With those
I just
emojis after it.
So, all right. Is it drop ship? What do you mean? Oh no. If somebody orders from any of the links here, like on social media, a distributor's link where you click it and there's the name of the person on the top, that comes directly from the lab. They ship it directly from the lab. If you ordered from me personally, like if you DM'd me and said, hey, Talia, I don't want to deal with enrolling it, and I usually will do that for like my older relatives that I know, or like just people who just don't want to deal with the computer. Hey, do you just have an extra bottle? And if I have like a few extra bottles in the month, I'll say, yeah, sure, I could send this to you for like $50, plus shipping. And then they Venmo me. Like you could do, then in that case, I'll package it and send it off. But I typically don't even like to do it that way. I'd rather them just order it straight from the lab, because then if there is an issue, they can just get their money back, which I've only heard of happening like a couple times, where people who just didn't notice anything at all, and it had only been like a week, and they just wanted their money back. So
Doesn't happen overnight.
for some people it does happen right away. I think that's why it's so misleading, because there are some people that within a day or two they notice things like immediately, but that has to do with just that we're all different.
Yeah, not everybody's gonna get that same reaction.
So I guess that's it right now for the questions, and I hope you guys take that advice. If you've had an amazing gain or progress with this, that you put your video out there, put even on just an iPhone video and upload it to YouTube, because there are so many people searching for detox information on YouTube, and there's like not a lot of videos when it comes to TRS, and you're really missing out, especially if you have a distributor link. So, okay, I'm not seeing anything else coming up, so we're gonna head out, but hopefully, that was worthwhile. Please take advantage of the better website, your username, .cosevatrs.com.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, take care, guys.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
I was about to be like, was it still on? Because like nobody was